was meant to be a simple summer birthday at the Chatri Talab in Amravati, Maharashtra, a gathering of friends beneath the thick, humid July sky. The air was heavy, saturated with the scent of wet earth and ripened foliage, amidst which the soft croaking of frogs and the occasional chirp of crickets mingled with their laughter. The group sat around a small fire, flickering candlelight casting dancing shadows on their faces, reflections rippling on the still surface of the pond. Stories were exchanged, jokes told, and the world beyond that quiet corner seemed distant and unimportant. But as the clock inched past midnight and the last flames of the candles sputtered out, a sudden stillness descended like a suffocating shroud. The gentle symphony of night sounds was swallowed by a deafening silence. The giggles and murmurs ceased, replaced by a growing unease that slithered its way through the group's veins. Then it came, a low, aching sound rising from the depths of the water, as though the pond itself was crying. A woman's sobbing, fragmented and raw, broke the silence. At first, it was just a faint whisper on the breeze, almost indistinct, a soft, desperate plea for something lost. But within moments, it swelled into a haunting wail, a mournful lament that seemed to echo from the darkened waters, reverberating into the bone, chilling the very marrow. It was a sound that no one could place, a sorrow not of this world, a lament that clawed into their hearts and froze their breaths in their chests. The friends exchanged uneasy glances. Who or what could be crying out from those black waters? Was it some cruel trick of the wind, or a presence long hidden beneath the silken surface of the Chatri Talab? The night had turned, not just quiet, but alive with something sinister, something waiting, watching, and now weeping in the darkness. Curiosity, or perhaps a primal dread, pulled one of the young men from the hesitant throng. Step by trembling step, he edged toward the source of the sorrowful wailing, the glow of his phone trembling weakly in the night like a fragile lifeline. The pond's edge lay shrouded in shadows, obscuring shapes until the darkness itself seemed to solidify. Then, just beyond reach, he saw her, a woman, so pale her skin seemed almost translucent against the ink-black backdrop of night. Draped in tattered layers of black fabric that billowed and swayed like funeral shrouds caught in a spectral breeze, she stood motionless, her presence more a silhouette of despair than flesh and bone. The air grew thick and chill as if the warmth of life had been sucked away by this apparition. Without warning, the woman lunged forward, a sudden, unnatural movement that shattered any remaining sense of safety. The young man stumbled backward, hands scrabbling against the cold, unyielding earth to regain balance. Fingers, icy and merciless, brushed against his skin, searing like frostbite and leaving angry, red bruises that screamed of their encounter. His voice cracked as a raw, desperate scream tore from his throat, swallowed swiftly by the night, only to be answered by the frantic, terrified shouts of his friends. Amidst the chaos, a shaky video emerged, recorded by trembling hands barely able to hold their phone steady. The footage was a murky cascade of shadows and flickers, capturing nothing clearly but the oppressive darkness and that singular, piercing wail cutting through the silence, a sound that felt both human and utterly inhuman, as though spoken from the abyss itself. The grainy, shadow-soaked clip spread like wildfire, igniting waves of panic and fascination in equal pressure. It traversed borders and spilled across platforms, carried by the fearful and the curious alike, each sharing it with whispered warnings. Thus, from the depths of the night and across digital light, a legend was born, a cursed tale of a woman in black that clung to screens and minds, refusing to fade into the shadows from which it had emerged. Within hours, hashtag Woman in Black and hashtag Chatri Talab trended worldwide. The video became digital wildfire, replayed, dissected, and even dubbed the Chatri Talab haunting. Social media erupted with debates. Had a vengeful spirit struck out at the living, or was it an elaborate prank? Eyewitness accounts were inconsistent, yet all shuddered in agreement at the chilling, otherworldly wail caught on camera. Urban legend enthusiasts recounted tales of similar apparitions around water, spiderwebbing the story into India's oldest ghost lore. Skeptics cited clever video editing, painfully orchestrated hoaxes, or group hysteria under moonlit stress. But police took it seriously, cautioning the public against panic while probing the video for manipulation or criminal intent. By the pale light of dawn on July 18, 2025, an uneasy hush had settled over Chatri Talab. What had once been a favorite gathering place, where children played and families picnicked under the open sky, now lay abandoned and foreboding. The gentle ripple of water seemed muted, as though frightened to stir. Locals avoided the area, their voices hushed as they spoke of the midnight sobs that still haunted the air. It was said that if you dared to linger after dark, the plaintive cries of the woman in black would seep through the shadows, wrapping around your mind like a chilling whisper that refused to cease. News of the apparition spread like wildfire. Soon, the quiet village was overrun by a strange procession. Ghost hunters brandishing electromagnetic meters, thrill seekers armed with flashlights and phones, and media crews eager for headlines. They swarmed the banks of the pond, their lenses trained on the still black water, hoping, perhaps desperate, to glimpse the shadowy figure for themselves. Night after night they waited, the air thick with anticipation and fear, but the woman in black remained elusive, a ghostly enigma just beyond reach. Meanwhile, the authorities urged calm. Bulletins reminded the public that investigations were ongoing, warning against hoaxes and rumors that only fanned the flames of panic. Yet the warnings did little to quell the spreading unease. As another July night unfurled its darkness, homes locked their windows tightly, curtains drawn against eyes that seemed to see into the deepest shadows. Stories told and whispers grew ever more sinister with each telling, weaving together fragments of fear and fascination into a tapestry of dread. One account haunted their minds the most. The sound kept growing louder and more haunting. When he reached the water, she lunged at him. A bruise is all he has left, and the image of her face he prays to forget. So concludes the viral saga of July 17th, 2025, a night when the very shadows around Chatri Talab appeared to shift and breathe, as if alive with something ancient and restless. Whether spirit or trickster, mournful wraith or cruel illusion, the woman in black has embedded herself into the nightmares of those who watched through the cold, unblinking glow of their screens. And like all legends born in darkness, she waits, patient, watching, ready to rise again when the next midnight calls.